These are the plaintiffs, Sandra Hinson and Gilbert Esteen. Sandra says she and Gilbert rented a house from the defendant. They were perfect tenants, and now that they've moved out, they can't get their security deposit returned. That's right, the defendant's a slumlord who has no right keeping their hard-earned cash, and they'll fight in his court to get what's rightfully theirs, the $700 owed. This is the defendant, Gil Sewell. He says the plaintiffs moved an illegal tenant into the house without telling him, and she ruined the carpeting in the house. He was forced to replace that carpet, had to make other repairs as well, and is 100% justified in keeping the sneaky plaintiff's money. He's accused of not playing fair.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiffs say they rented a house from the defendant, and they say the defendant is a slumlord who's keeping their security. But the defendant says that an illegal tenant of the plaintiffs wrecked the joint. It's the case of slumming it.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Sandra Hinson and Gilbert Esteen?
Yes.
Okay, you're suing your former landlord, Gil Sewell, for $700 that he's kept of a security deposit that you feel you are entitled to. Tell me what's going on.
Gilbert, my sister, and I, we moved in Mr. Gil's apartment in...
Who was on the lease? Was there a lease?
Yes.
Okay, but was it a month-to-month or a year lease?
Month to month.
May I see the lease?
Sure.
And who was on the lease? All
Gilbert
three
and
of
I,
you? Just the two of you? And your
Yes.
sister's how old?
15 years old.
Okay, all right. And she moved in from the beginning?
Yes.
All right, so you lived there for how long?
About like 5 months.
Okay, and then you move out, why?
Because my boyfriend, he worked all the way in Naugatuck and in New Haven. So I told Mr. Gil that the travel is too much for him and he only have 3 hours sleep a day. We're trying to move closer to his job.
Yeah.
Because he worked twice. He got 2 jobs, morning and night. And I told him, said, I am gonna move out, but I'm gonna give you a 30-day notice to move out, which I did. And then before that, I told him that I was gonna move out. He said, you know what? You're gonna lose your security deposit. And I was like, why? And he said, because it's a year list you signed. And I was like, no, I did not sign for 1 year. It was month to month.
And is it a month-to-month?
Yeah, I thought it was a year lease when I
Gotcha.
first originated, because that's why I usually have my leases on a year-to-year. And so I acknowledged it was a month-to-month
Okay,
afterwards.
so go on. So all she has to do then is give you 30 days notice,
Yeah,
right?
right,
And
the
she
normal.
did. Notice is not a question in this case, it's damages, right?
Yeah, right.
All right, so your entire security deposit was how much? 700?
700.
All right, so when it's time for you to leave, according to you, you keep the security deposit because what?
Because according to the lease, it says this place is not left in reasonable condition, that, they will forfeit all the security, part of the security deposit.
Okay, so, and your
then I
premise
had-
is it was not left in reasonable condition?
Right.
How not?
The carpet was not, suitable for me to get cleaned. I had a guy come out, looked at it to clean it.
According to you, you gave them a perfectly clean rug, and they
Yes.
returned a perfectly not clean rug in 5 months?
Yes. I mean, the carpet was replaced the year before that. I said, they only been there 6 months.
So here's what I would like from you. First, show me pictures of how they left it that would entitle you to keep the security deposit. So if you have pictures of the destroyed rug, show it to me.
Yes, they're
Okay.
here. And that carpet was replaced, not even a year before
Can you
that.
show me proof that the carpet was replaced not even a year before?
Yeah. It
Is
shows
it
here, the
the-
4th to 13th of last year, it was replaced. And it shows here, back here in July, when they moved, I had to replace it. Because I couldn't get it clean. The guy said it's going to smell. It says it's terrible. I can't, put anybody in there with it,
I need to bring it to
looking
me.
like
I
that.
can't reach it. Thanks.
You know.
Okay. Are you on the third floor?
Yes.
Third floor carpet 2013. Somebody wrote over an original bill, third floor carpet 2013. Where's the 2013 on the act? There it is. It says 4/23, 2013.
Yeah, I just made photocopies, so it may not
Third
be,
floor.
but the dates are there.
Then he put in a new carpet for $12.50. It says living room, third floor. All right. Then it says that in July, he put in $900.
To replace 2 rooms. The guy gave me a special
Why
because
couldn't it just be cleaned?
it was too filthy. The guy said the
But I
old,
mean, I'm looking at it. I've seen filthier cleaned.
yeah, but
I mean,
he
it's
told me
pretty
he
filthy
couldn't.
in one spot. Why is that one spot just from traffic?
Yes.
Well, if it's just from traffic,
Yeah, that's,
I know, but if it's just from traffic, she has a right to walk.
yeah, I understand
So
that.
how
but-
is it, if you bought some incredibly cheap rug that when you walk on it has traffic, there's not like one stain, cigarette burns, pet stains, something like that. It's literally just traffic. When you're, what room is this here with the wood?
That's where the sister was staying. And that was also a perfectly clean room.
When did they move in?
It was in January.
All right, and then who lived there from April 13 until January of 14?
I had a tenant there, was only there maybe 5 months at the most.
Right, and how do I know what condition that tenant left the rug in for them? Because typically what people do and what everybody should do, tenants and landlords, when you move into a new place, everybody should document the heck out of it. And now there's no excuse because everybody's phone takes pictures. So take a picture at move-in date, not move-out date, move-in date. That way you as a tenant can show the landlord, this is everything that's wrong with it, don't try to pin it on me later. And then you as a landlord can show the tenant, I'm giving you all this in a pristine condition, don't you ruin it because I have proof. That's what people should be doing. Nobody does it. I mean, not nobody, but, well, actually, if they're doing it, they're not litigants.
Well, usually I don't leave it to the
I'm sorry, I'm
cleaner.
in the middle of a sentence. Did I breathe? If they're doing it, I don't usually see their case in front of me because that precaution causes one side or the other to see the light and they don't end up as litigants. The people in front of me are the ones who don't do what I'm saying.
So does the landlord get to keep the money for the carpet?
He shouldn't. He bought cheap. That's what he gets.
He bought cheap carpet.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So 1 year, there's threadbare where the plaintiff walked. Does the plaintiff's walk? Does the landlord get to keep the security?
No, I don't think so.
Spoken like a true tenant. Very good. Going inside the courtroom.
What condition did you get that carpet in?
Your Honor, when I moved in, Mr. Gill promised to clean it, and he
Do you have
told
that
me.
in writing anywhere where he said, I know it needs cleaning, like anything, a text,
No,
an email?
the way he talked to me, it was like I believed that he was going to do everything he said, and I respect that he was going to do whatever he
You
said he
didn't
was
put
going
it
to
in
do.
the lease as a little addendum, a little note,
No.
a landlord.
He only told me
Those
that
would all be
it's-
good things,
Yes,
right?
he only told me it was too cold.
All right, here's the thing, though. You're showing me
yeah.
nothing more than it's darker around the traffic spot. And how is that not wear and tear? And I see that you say here that you bought a carpet on 42313. All it says is living room. The place where it becomes third floor carpet is something someone wrote on top, very dark later. It's not in the original receipt. But no matter what, you're not showing me a stain. You're not showing me anything other than that somebody walked on it. That's the natural intended use of the rug.
But
Return that. No, we're done. Return this
but-
lady $700. Verdict for. I'm sorry, this lady and this gentleman. They're
Thank you so much,
$700.
Your Honor.
Verdict for the plaintiff $700.
Thank you so much. Your Honor.
And what do you have to say about losing this case that way?
Well, they knew that the carpet was clean when I first gave it to them, and they know that they should keep the place clean and
Yeah.
the carpet,
Well, you're the landlord, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you take pictures before and after to cover yourself?
That's the problem was, I didn't take a
Yeah.
before picture.
I
But
mean,
they have to-
why didn't you? You should know that. You're the landlord.
Yeah, I assumed that they understood the place is clean. I don't give rent a place out if it's dirty. No, and they knew
Right.
that.
So why don't you
Yeah.
take pictures before and after? You're the landlord. Have you learned your lesson about that?
Some things I did learn about it.
Right. What have you learned next time?
Yeah, they take documentation before and after. And,
Photos, right?
Yeah. And
All right.
they understand that people when they move into places that if it's
Yeah.
something wrong, they would tell you up front, and they
Okay.
didn't.
Okay. Right around the corner this way. Follow Officer McIntosh around here. And so you get what you sued for. Step on up here. You look pretty happy about it. Here, step a little bit up. What are you thinking here?
I think the judge did a pretty good job because I deserve to get the money back. He was lying about everything, and he knew that he was lying, and I deserved my deposit, and I got it, and I'm very happy.
Yeah. What about the pictures?
I did bring pictures, but I didn't
Yeah.
have a chance to show it.
You had pictures of the condition of everything before
Yes.
and the condition of everything after?
Yes.
That's a good tenant. You must watch the People's Court, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, Harvey?
Okay, you know what, Kurt? We've talked about this before, but I got to say, if you are ever renting an apartment, whether you're the landlord or the tenant, two things you do. You take pictures before the tenant moves in on both sides, landlord and tenant, and you take pictures right when you move out. That will show the difference between before and after.